everything. If you know me, I'm a fixer. I've got a big toolbox. I've got a lot of tools. I fix my cars, I fix my sprinkler system, I fix the roof, I fix my kids' toys, I fix books, I fix everything. My worst experience was when I was down in L.A., took the toolbox out of my car, had the whole family down in L.A. a few years ago, and we went out to a restaurant and came out and started to start the batteries dead. I left the toolbox 50 miles away at my father-in-law's. I couldn't even change the battery. I felt helpless. I hate feeling helpless, because I fix things. I learned in the last 2 years that I can't fix everything. Number two, I don't have the answers for every question. That's one of the most stressful things pastors face. Everybody's asking questions. Pastor, what about this? What does this text mean? What about this verse? What do you think the next thing is going to happen before Jesus comes? You know, all these questions. Why? Why this? Lord, why did God allow this trial? I feel a lot of pressure to have answers that help people. You know what? I learned that I don't have to have answers to most anything anymore. It's a big relief. It's a huge relief. Number three, I don't always see the results of my work. That's not such a new concept, but it's really coming home in recent times. Let's review those three lessons. Number one, I can't fix everything. Kay is 3 years old. I went to visit her on pediatrics one day. She was having uncontrollable seizures. Her case had frustrated the doctors. Her parents were upset. They were angry. They were ready to sue the hospital. And poor little Kay, she was scared. Everybody that came poked her with needles and did painful tests. And when I came in the room, my mom was present. I introduced myself to Mom, the chaplain at St. Luke's Hospital. Then I just turned and Kay was sitting in her crib, playing with a crib full of toys. Hey, I can play. We played for 30 minutes. I gained her trust. No, I couldn't fix her seizures. Couldn't fix her problems. But the next day when I came back to see her, there was a special anointing service for her. And in their faith, no outsiders can be present during the service. I'm not a member of their faith. They kicked everybody else out of the room, the nurses, everybody said, you can stay. I can't fix everything. The best I could do for Kay was to try and make the hospital a safe place for her and be the presence of God. Millie is 86. She moved from the East Coast about 8 months ago. In the last several weeks, she's had severe headaches and body pain. And after more than a week at a local hospital with some of the best physicians in Idaho, they weren't able to diagnose her problem. Her son works in the medical care field. Her daughter-in-law is an intensive care nurse. Their paradigm is that sick people come in, we figure out what it is, we fix them and send them home. But nobody could figure out what was wrong with Mom. And finally they sent Mom home to die. And that's where I came into the picture just a few days ago. When there's no cure, we can provide care and comfort. Well, Millie's still hanging on. I could get a phone call this morning and have to go to be with the family. I've spent hours with her this week. She enjoyed my singing before she became unconscious. And so I go and sit with her and I share songs with her. But the best I can do is to just be present and bring comfort when there's no cure. Be God's presence to her. Well, I've got to hurry along. Number two, I don't have answers to it.